being born. The animal-shaped creatures are going to represent the different stages of my life moving forward. And then when I get to 22 hoops, that's going to represent who I have become and the goals I have for my future. As I mentioned before, I'm an educator, artist, presenter, performer. I work with schools, camps, museums, libraries, wherever they invite me. And it's my goal to help to bring us together. And I want to build positive bridges in our societies through education, sharing, and understanding. Part of my story you guys might see here is towards the end, I'll actually grab this smaller hoop. Does anybody here have any guesses as to what this small hoop represents? I actually do have a 16-month-old son, so this is his hoop. Once in a while he'll perform as well, but because he's not here today, I decide, well, I'll represent him and his hoop in my hoop dance here. Just so you know, smaller the hoop dancer, usually smaller the hoop, right? So a special part of my story is growing my family and having this hoop dance being passed down to me by my father and being able to continue that on to the next generation really does mean so much to me. It was actually my son's first time performing, first time being introduced to the dance circle at the World Hoop Dance Competition this year. He was just 12 months old. He was the youngest one out there. But as soon as he heard that drum, he knew exactly what to do. He got real serious with it. He started dancing with his hoop. So I'm really proud of him, and I'm really glad that it's something that he enjoys doing. You know, he's a dancer. He dances to any music. If you guys want to see his regalia, I actually do have it on display. The Cultural Center out back, I actually have it in a glass case there, along with my matching outfit. You'll see his little moccasins. They actually match my moccasins too. But something that you guys might not know just from looking at his regalia is on the inside, the lining that I used. I actually used the lining of a cartoon character called Bluey. I don't know if you guys probably see that everywhere nowadays. But he doesn't watch TV, but he loves that intro music. He gets really dancey when he hears it. So I represent that in his regalia. I have a little bear design that's on his regalia. When I was pregnant, I had dreams about a baby bear, so I took that as a sign to incorporate that within that dance outfit. So just something to check out if you guys have time. Again, that's going to be far back in the Cultural Center on the Artist in Residence, so I do have a booth out there. You're also going to see a special design here. It's going to look like a tail or a bridge or a ladder. That design was actually created by my father, Dallas Chifigal, and he won the World Hoop Dance Competition with that design. I acknowledge my father. He's a huge part of my story, and he's the reason why I learned this form of dance. So I'm very grateful for that. So I'm going to represent him in my story too. If you guys take a look at what I'm wearing here today, I have a special medallion that I have pinned on here. This was actually gifted to me in Salt Lake City. I went down there last year to the Intermountain Hoop Dance Competition, and I took first place in the women's division. So it's something that was gifted to me. So I do wear this proudly as well wherever I go. That competition's coming up here in September, so I'm getting ready to go down there and defend my title. So we'll see what happens down there. No, not all dancers are competitors, but I take that as a goal, something to work towards, and then if I feel like I did my best, then I think that that's the reason I'm going down there, just to represent myself, my tribe, my story. So all I can do is do my best, all right? The music that I'm going to be dancing to here today is going to be by a drum group that is called Black Bear. Want to see if there's any questions you guys have before I dance, because when I dance afterwards, I'm going to be out of breath. Yes, so the beadwork I'm wearing here, like my headpiece and my leggings here, there's actually a woman by the name of Michelle Lene that made this. She's from the Rosebud Reservation, and she's actually the mother of one of my friends. So it's very special to me. She comes from my same tribe, and then she did hand make this. It takes months sometimes to create the regalia, sometimes years. And as much as I dance, there's been times where my regalia, maybe it only lasts 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year. Well, do you guys see the problem with that if I'm doing it myself? So I'm constantly repairing my regalia. Some of the regalia I make, but sometimes I do need the help from others, okay? So good question. And a long time ago, we could tell what tribe someone was from based on what they were wearing. The designs, the colors, the materials. So we can still do that today as well with our regalia. Any other questions? Okay. Alrighty. Well, just make sure you ask questions afterwards that they're yes or no ones. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. That's yeah. Please allow me a minute here, get my hoops set up. This will be the last thing for our presentation here today. I'll just give a final few remarks and that'll be the end of the show. Starr Chifigo. How are you guys enjoying yourselves so far up here at Crazy Horse? All right. Here I go.